Hey, hi guys, it's me Neo. So I'm back today. Hi guys, and it's me Neo. Yeah. So I'm back today. Hi guys, and it's me Neo. Yeah. So I'm back today. Am I hearing? Hi guys, and yeah. So okay, that's odd. I'm sorry guys. Am I hearing? I'm hearing myself on feedback. Yes. Okay, that's odd. I'm sorry, guys. I'm hearing myself. Wait, on feedback. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm hearing myself. Wait, on feedback. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm hearing myself. Wait, on feedback. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm hearing myself. Wait, on feedback. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm hearing myself. Wait, on feedback. Let me mute the desktop audio since there's no game going on. No, I'm still hearing myself, but I'm not on listen. So what if I click on listen here? Okay. That's really hard. Okay. I'm gonna uncheck listen. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. Apparently, it happens every time you want to use OBS. What? Okay, and what now? Okay, I need to find out to disable everything. That's not. Fuck. Let me listen to what you guys are hearing. Oh, nice. So I speak, I hear myself with a delay, then I then I hear myself a third time with a longer delay on my tablet. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, and this is fucking stupid. Me. Okay. Come on. Window capture. Properties. Firefox. Okay. Show it. I'm gonna have to move it up. There we go. Unlock it, resize it. Okay. Just want you to have an idea of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Okay. If I'm to the right, that's cool. Oh man. the joy of OBS. OBS. I'm hearing myself on OBS on playback. Okay. Question help. Audio repeating while streaming. Good. My settings, user guide. Fuck. I'm gonna have worst case scenario. I'm gonna have to stream like that. It's gonna fucking suck. Okay. This is usually user caused by watching your own stream while streaming. Huh. Okay, the one thing I did is I clicked video preview in my dashboard, and I can't recall if I usually do that or not because I don't sleep at night. Oh. So this is what I please check so that you do not have your Twitch TV dashboard open with the stream preview winning or anything like that. See? Okay. So I can close the other windows and yeah. I'm gonna move OBS on the front on my main monitor, so I'm gonna have a better idea of what happens when I fuck up, because I just started and I fucked up right off the bat. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Cool. And today another change I made is to the webcam. Let me just close this while I babble some more. Auto capture. I'm gonna close it. Then I'm gonna leave it like, whoops. It's gonna go right under. I think it was right here. I mean, I need to manage my layers because I'm not gonna remember that I played with it the next time I stream. So the other thing that I change is I usually have my webcam set up with focus on manual. So I set it focus at 5 on a scale of 0 to 255. And today it's gonna be on autofocus. It doesn't like my hand. Come on. Can you focus on this? Focus. Come on, baby. Yeah, there we go. And then, whoop, I'm blurry and I'm back. Cool. So the autofocus work. The main reason why I'm doing the autofocus on manual most of the time is because when I set it at 0, between 0 and 510 or something like that, the focus is good in that range. So it's about right for my face. If I move a little, if I move too far away, that's where the focus closer to 0 is gonna lose depth of field. And the reason why the focus would raise past 50 is if I get closer to the camera, like really closer to the camera. And I don't usually need to do that because I don't usually show you stuff so that you can read. But today we're gonna change the pre-filter on my come on. Okay, whoops, there we go. This is the box of pre-filter, and now it's trying to zoom. So I had it set up on autofocus so that you could read what's on the box and most importantly what's behind the box. So more of that later, because for now I want to start by babbling, of course, and yeah, I'm just gonna get this back. Okay, so yeah, I just want to see the chat over here, so I'm gonna go with a full window on this one. I don't really need to take notes or anything like that. I tweeted that I'm live, so all cool. Anyway, I want to start today by having a coffee with you guys, and I'm gonna have a nice chunk of cake, the cake that I baked on Sunday, if if I'm not mistaken, if memory serves me well, and I was planning to ice it Sunday night, or was it on Monday? Sunday night, I think. Yeah. But I passed out on New Year's Eve between 8 and 9 p.m. I think, somewhere like that. Then I woke up, or I mean, I came to at around 2 a.m. or so, and I was like, "Fuck me!" I just spent New Year's Eve passed out in bed, and that's what happened, and it sucked. But when you're sick and you're doing your best, well, that can happen. In any case, I ended up icing the cake overnight, between the first and the second, I think, of January, or maybe it was, yeah, no, I think it was, or I passed out on 31st, and then I came to on the 1st a.m. Then I iced the cake. Yeah, so early morning on January 1st, I iced the cake. So anyway, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I did start it because it was good. So that's the cake, and the camera's gonna not focus on it, and I'm gonna suck at. Oh Jesus Christ! So need to look at it so it doesn't fall off. So that's the cake. Oh yeah, like that. It's not okay. It's not too bad. So as you can see, chocolate cake with the middle is it tries to focus on my face again. Middle is strawberry jam, and the icing is cream cheese flavor. So I'm gonna take a slice, and then I'm gonna start talking about my apartments while I eat the cake. What's wrong with it, or what was wrong with it, from what I know so far, at least. Oh fuck me! I knew I forgot something. God, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna be right back. I just forgot to get a. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. BRB offline. There we go. So, what I forgot was to get myself a cup for my Keurig. On those are Keurig custom cup 1.0, but for some reason they work on my 2.0, and I haven't had a chance to call Keurig yet and ask them why it was working. So anyway, the cup is in there. I'm gonna start the coffee. Start. All right. So long story short, well, not too short. I'm gonna go in depth about some details. And the main reason why I'm recording myself changing those pre-filter is to show you guys how bad the hair is in my apartment, and the only way to show it to you guys is by showing you how it looks like inside those things. And I realized how bad it is, how bad it was last weekend, and yeah, I was fucking disgusted. So anyway, yeah, when I came to on January 1st after I passed out, looks like half a cup. Okay. I checked. When I came to, there was like a weird taste, really strong in my mouth, and was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with me? And I was fucked up completely. I was zoned out. So I got up and I opened the light in my bedroom, and I popped the. I'm gonna show you once I'm done eating. I popped the front of the air purifier in my bedroom, and I look at the pre-filter and I was like, holy fucking shit. So, it's clogged, and there's barely any air passing through, and most likely all the crap in the air is getting sucked in. So I had to stop the pre-filter. Well, I have 3 of them. I have one in the bedroom, and I have one right next to me, about 7-8 feet to my right. Well, exactly where I'm pointing, and the other one is about 20 feet on the other side, on the other end of my living room. So I have 2 air purifiers in the living room, which include the kitchen, and there's another one in my bedroom. So yeah, I should be able to breathe like normally, because I have the whole apartment covered according to the specs of the specifications of the. I have it in the title. It's the no, that's the filter. That's not the. Well, I'll show you later. I have the. Oh yeah, my 3 air purifier are right next to me, because I'm gonna cut the pre-filter from the batch I have in the box, and then one by one I'm gonna pull up the all my air purifier. I'm gonna show you on cam what it looks like, and then I'm gonna throw away the used pre-filter, and I'll take the cut, and I set it up in the. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't even talk straight. Donc je vais prendre les filtres, les pré-filtres que j'ai coupés, que je vais avoir coupés avec ce template. So this is the template I'm gonna use to cut the pre-filter. So you see the you see the fabric, and this is the actual sheet, right? This is the pre-filter. This is the air purifier that I have. All right. So and then I'm gonna cut the fabric as per the guide, and then yeah, that's not exactly how you do this, the third step, but I'm gonna show you guys how it's done. So yeah, that's what we'll do today. But before that, I want to go through part of my story. The coffee and the cake is gonna make it easier to swallow. Okay. No, I don't sleep enough for that. So, yeah. What was I saying? Okay. I've been sick as a dog almost non-stop from 2012. I was weighing 185 pounds in 2012 before I moved in an apartment that made me sick. That apartment was in many points worse than the one I am in right now, but still, it was very bad. That's when my trouble breathing started to manifest. That's also when my sleep apnea started to manifest, most likely linked with my. I'm gonna leave my fork here because I talk with my hands, and chances are I'm gonna fork an eye out. I did say fork, right? Anyway. So, between 2012 and 2014, I got sick as a dog. I ended up in intensive care at least once, maybe twice, and I fought the landlord in court for 2 years, and they stalled for the first year and a half. Well, not really 2 years. I mean, the first 6 months, I tried to fix things with the landlord, and when I saw that things weren't moving forward, and I had no rights, that's when I contacted the lawyer, and I went forward with the court. But things are in Canada pretty bad, and yeah, even though I had all the proof and everything, the case was come on, focus. The case was bulletproof, but I got so sick that I was unable to hold the case at the end of 2014, and that's when the judge said, "Oh, okay, now it's urgent. We need to proceed now." And "Oh, sorry, and you're out. That's it. Bye bye." So I lost my case like that because the landlord managed to make me so sick that I was unable to take care of things, and well, that's a criminal act that I will deal with in due time. I was supposed to take care of it nowadays, but instead I got into another apartment that is making me sick. So anyway, it's a good thing that there's good things in life, such as cake. Yeah, makes everything better. So, what was I saying? Where was I? Yeah. At the end of 2014, I lost everything I own because part of the problems in that apartment, not this one, but the other one between 2012 and 2014. There was an infestation of bed bugs. Yeah, and it was not a small infestation; it was a major infestation, and everything I owned was complete loss. Yeah, I'm gonna say it like that. It was a complete loss. So I was unable to keep anything. I mean, I kept my wallet. The wallet I still own right now. A pair of winter boots and a winter jacket. I think. Yeah, because I lost everything. December 14. Uh, no, December 10, 2014. Yeah. It was in winter, and I lost everything else. I legit only kept my wallet, winter boots, and winter jacket, besides a pair of pants and stuff. But everything else, all my clothes, besides what I was wearing at the time, everything else I lost. It was a complete and total loss. They knew, and they didn't care. They were okay with it because they saved uh, uh, like a few $100,000, I guess, due to all the complaints and stuff that were that had been filed. But anyway, bad story, bad memories. It was a huge hard reset on my life, and it fucking sucked. It still does suck. Anyway, so it took me about 6 months. So the better half of 2015. I'm sorry if I look down. Just look at my settings instead of looking at the cam. It's fucking annoying for me. I bet it's fucking annoying for you guys. Yeah. I'm gonna try to, because I'm curious to see what it looks like, but I see myself looking down, and then I look up, and I don't see what I want to look at, so I look down again, and yeah, I don't sleep enough at night. So it took me the better half of 2015 to start breathing semi-normally again. Then a lot of things happened. I fell in love with cosplay, of course, with photography, and that's when I decided to launch myself into photography. And but I started to work out a bit. Oh yeah, I just yeah, I missed a detail. In 2012, when I went in that apartment, I was at 185 pounds. When I left that apartment in December 2014, so 2 years later, I was at 265 pounds. That's a fucking lot. I was sick as a dog, like I said. So anyway, 6 months later, it's a bit easier for me to breathe and move and stuff. Less headaches, less nausea. Nausea? You know when you want to when you feel like puking? Yeah, nausea. I think anyway. Doesn't matter much how you say it. So yeah, it took me 6 months for my body to purge and feel a bit better. I had to buy everything anew from scratch at that point. I'm still not done bringing back the stuff I need to live, but yes, this is my life now. So anyway, I started to work out at home just to get ready to hit the gym, and I finally hit the gym later in 2015. And I progressively dropped my weight, and I got back in shape, sort of. During the early days, 2015, 2016, I think I was somewhere around 220 pounds. So that was a nice improvement. I felt a lot better. But it wasn't enough for me because I knew that I feel healthy when I'm at around 185 pounds. Uh, Around there, that's where, I mean, 180, 190. That's my target. To that I know. I know that I'm healthy. I feel good with myself, and I can breathe normally. And yeah, I feel like a human being between 180 and 190. That's what I'm trying to say. Not judging anyone. I'm just saying that that's how it is for me. So anyway, I kept working hard, and by between April and May, I think that's when I hit 185. I think, and then I dropped my weight again before for yeah, in June. In June, I think I was at 175, and I dropped a few more pounds down to 169, 172. That's where I was summer 2016, which was pretty good. Honestly, I felt like I was on fire, like I was on fire, and it felt amazing. It felt great. I mean, for my age, I'm old. I'm not that old. I'm not too old, but I'm old. Mm. So anyway, it felt good for my age. That's what I'm trying to say. But then I had an opening for an apartment. The tricky part was the 5 years lease. Yes, I did say, and I'm gonna repeat, the tricky part was the 5. I can't see shit when my hand is in my face. Yeah. 5 years lease. Yeah, I should have known better. But since the state pays part of my rent, I figured that, hey, if the state is into it, chances are, I mean, it's a good thing, right? Right. Nope. Between you and me, it's just a money laundering scam between the organization. Oh, hello there. Why does my knee grow still? Jesus, that's one name. Hello there. How old? Ah, I'm 300 years old, man. That's how old I am. Uh, yeah. So, like I was saying, it's in my opinion, it's a money laundering scam between the state and the organization working as the middleman between the state, between the landlord and the tenant, right? I mean, it's really, really bad. Welcome on the channel, by the way. I'm not sure how I should call you because the name is like so long. Anyway, if you have a shorter nickname you want me to call you, let me know. So yeah, in any case, I took the apartment looked like newly renovated. There was a few things missing, like the balcony and a few minor details that I could see at the time when I visited. So I went like, okay, well, I'm gonna get it. So I signed the lease, I took the apartment, and I moved in with everything I bought back from December 2014, January 2015. So then for some reason, and that summer 2016, like a month and a half before moving in the apartment, I was seeing the sleep doctor for a potential sleep apnea, because back in January 2015, I think it was January, could have been February, I'm not sure. There was a doctor that I've seen, a specialist, my ass, but in any case, he said that I could that I was susceptible, predisposed. Yeah, he said that I was predisposed to do sleep apnea because of my my neck. I think it was about something. He said something about my neck. I can't recall exactly what it was, but a small throat, or a big throat, a small neck, or a big neck and small throat. I don't know. So anyway, I I ended up double checking things with the sleep doctor, and I got diagnosed pretty quickly with sleep apnea. It wasn't major sleep apnea. It was I'd say I'd go with a moderate. I think moderate sleep apnea, and then I had my diagnostic for sleep apnea in about the same time that I visited this apartment, the apartment where I live in right now, that I've been living in for the past year and a half, over a year and a half now. So yeah, when I started having problems, I moved in this apartment August September 2016, between August and September. So I got the keys mid-August, and then I moved in. Like I cleaned the apartment and I moved in September 1st, 2016. So when I started to feel like shit during the second half of 2016, I assumed it was from sleep apnea, right? Because that's the diagnostic I just received in the preceding weeks. So my health just got worse and worse and worse and worse. I started to have a hard time breathing, which ended up giving me a hard time sleeping, of course, because I still have a hard time sleeping. Oh yeah. So when I got in this apartment, August September 2016, I was weighing between 169 and 172 pounds, which was amazing, like I said before. But then I started to get sick, and I had no clue what it was besides sleep apnea, because that's what I knew. And the apartment I just got in has been made, had been recently renovated. But it wasn't done. Like I said, there was a few things missing. So what they did was they rented me the apartment before finishing the renovation. So and the worst part is I signed the lease around mid-August, and they didn't do shit while they didn't do shit before I got in the apartment 2-3 weeks later. Right? So around September 1st, 2016, they came in and they took the both windows out. So the window in the living room and the window in the bedroom. They also took out the door to the balcony, and they took out the balcony, and they took out all the brick from the outside wall of all the building. Well, but they started in my corner because my apartment is in the corner of on block. So I have a neighbor upstairs, downstairs. That side, this is the hallway, and on that side it's the stairways, the stairs. For the fire escape stairs, anyway. So not only have they removed windows and the door, but they cut through the inside wall, and they cut through the in French it's béton, in English it's give me a sec, I'm just gonna get that. Concrete. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So and they cut through the concrete outside, and so the inside wall, the concrete and the bricks. So they took the brick out first, then they removed the windows, and then they cut through the inside wall and the concrete. But they never warned me what they were doing. I just got there, so I had no fucking clue. I knew there was something coming, but I never knew what it was. So that being said, right, that's amazing. So that being said, they completely fucked with what they did in my apartment. So there was maybe 1, 2, or 3 millimeter worth of dust everywhere in the apartment, from the window all the way to the front door, and they made, they made so much dust, made so much of a mess that inside the les armoires, fuck, I'm losing my English. Placard, armoire. Cabinet? Kitchen cabinet? Anyway, inside the cabinet, in the kitchen, there was dust in there also. So not only dust from the inside wall, but dust from the concrete. So, it was bad. So when I came back that day, I can't remember if it was the 1st of September or the 2nd of September or whatnot, but it was around the 1st of September. So I had to clean the apartment all over again, and I realized that inside my computer case, I have some pictures on my Twitter from back then. So if you scroll back on my Twitter, you should be able to see what I'm talking about. And those pics at the time are still in a backup somewhere. I haven't had the time to take care of them just yet. Yeah, because I'm waiting until I can get 1 or 2 good nights of sleep, so that I can safely manage my backup, because those backup are really important. I can't mess them up. I can't lose a picture. I can't lose a folder. I can't delete something that I'm not supposed to. I can't fucking lose any of those backups. I just can't. There's some really important stuff in there. So that's the part of the backup that's not done yet. I'm waiting until I can safely do it without losing it. So anyway, I'm just gonna double check that the audio is still going on. Cool. So anyway, yeah. So they made a mess. I had to clean everything up, and I realized that inside my PC case there was a lot of dust that got in. So I did my best. I cleaned everything. I passed the broom inside the computer case. But what I didn't know is that at the time the humidity level of the apartment was too high. That's what I learned over time. And I'm gonna shorten a bit what I have to say, because the point right now is that I need to show you guys how it is, and the reason why I'm recording it is because I want a timestamp, and I want a timestamp of what it looks like in there in my air purifier to show how bad it's been in the last 2 months, or less than 2 months, I think, because from the notes I have, I took the months in note. I wrote the month down, but not the date. I don't have the day. I have the month. So it's in November, the last time that I changed the pre-filters, and before that they were on the pre-filter that came in with the air purifier, and those pre-filter, they lasted about 3 months, but the fabric of the pre-filter was a bit more sturdy, I guess that's the word I'm going to use. And so what I was doing was, what I did every week, I took one of the pre-filter out and I was rinsing it in the bathroom, and then was waiting a day for it to dry, and then I was cycling my air purifier. So like every week I was rinsing in the bathroom one of my air purifier. So basically once every 3 weeks I was rinsing each and every single one of them. So I think that's how it that's how they lasted about 3 months. Well, 3 months. July, August, September, October, November. Fuck, they lasted 5 months because I was rinsing them. So that wasn't too bad, and I was expecting those air purifier to last longer, because if you can see here, putting my finger, so stop moving, just frame it properly. Okay, it says replace your A pre-filter every 3 months. So I expected them to last about 3 months, at least 2 months, maybe 3. That's what I was hoping for, but looks like I barely did 2 months, and depending on what happens over the next month and a half, I might just go ahead and change them every month. which would be fucking costly between you and me, because a box like that, with taxes is about, I'm gonna round up, it's about $30 with taxes, between 25 and 30, but let's just say 30, right? And it can do, I think it's this one. I can do 8. Come on. Focus. Piece of shit. Okay. I can do 8. Last time I checked, can do 8 pre-filter of the size that I need, of this size. So considering I have 3 air purifier, so that's 3 per filter per month, so I can do like 2 months and some. So $30 every 2 months. That's just the pre-filter, because the filter itself is 40 some bucks plus taxes, so you can round up to $50, and that's once a year. That's another fuck me. That's another $150 per year on top of the $30 every 2 months. So 12 faces with $180. So we're looking at 330, unless I skip a number. Well, a little over $300 a year, just in filters and pre-filters. That's fucking insane. All right, that's insane. And every one of those air purifier are they costed me just under $180 Canadian money, taxes included. I got them on sale. That's 3 of them. That's no, I think it was $160. Yeah, because the 3 of them was $580, if I'm not mistaken. Jesus, I'm losing my math. Do you see my calculator? No, you don't see it. Okay, so I'm not gonna cheat. I'm gonna be honest up front. Why? Okay, so 560 then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah. I think they were 190 with taxes, but I don't recall exactly. I need to double check. Well, I could double check right now while I'm in it. Temporary. No, it's in that data. No, wrong folder. I think that's a bit too. Zero bytes. Wait, there's nothing in backup? Oh, I'm about to be so pissed. Okay, no, that's here. Okay. I have the pre-filter here, and the box of pre-filter was $22.98. Okay, so $25. So the pre-filter is $25. Tax in. I don't remember if that was on sale. And the it was 156 and 36 tax in. So the air purifier are 156, 36. So 160. Why did I have? It's 160 times 3. Come on. 480. Ah, okay, that's so okay. I don't know why I had it $100 like that just for kicks. My bad. So 480 bucks for the air purifier, then over $300 for the filter and pre-filter every year. That's a lot. And anyway, there was so many problems in the apartment. So the humidity level was too high because one, the drying machine wasn't working properly. So the exhaust, the vent exhaust was clogged. No air was going through. So all the humidity of the cloth that I was trying to dry was staying in the drying machine. So I had to dry my clothes in my apartment, raising the humidity level of the apartment. For one, for two, and that's what I've known up to this point, right? There's something else making me sick in the apartment. I don't know what, but the humidity level is most likely is mostly okay now. Because they finally fixed the drying machine, the dryer. It took them over a year. So in February 2017, I sent them a legal notice to tell them to fix it, and their reply was, "Well, we're gonna look into it, and we're gonna take care of it if it really needs to be taken care of, and there's no like huge hurry anyway." So 3 months later, in June, I think, I think it was in June, uh, they finally fixed the drying machine, and apparently it was really bad. So that's that. Then in my bathroom, what I didn't know during over a year, because in my mind the humidity in my apartment was caused by the fact that I was drying my clothes in my apartment, right? So what I didn't know, and once they fixed the drying machine, once they fixed the dryer, I realized that it was still pretty humid in my apartment. So I figured out, well, there must be something else wrong in the apartment causing humidity, right? So I started looking, and one of the first thing that I looked at was the bathroom, the fan in the bathroom. So there's a light switch, and then there's a switch for the fan. So as soon as I was getting in the shower, or after taking a poop, because yeah, I do take a shit once in a while. Anyway, I was flipping the switch of the fan, and the fan was starting, and it was making a noise, and a loud noise. It was really loud. It's still really loud. So I was under the impression all that time that was working properly, but what I did is I flipped the switch off, and I took the top of the fan, the like the protecting case or something, whatever you call it. Once again, there's a picture of that on my Twitter. I took it off, took it down, and I realized that yeah, all right. So the roof, if you want, the casing of the fan itself wasn't level with the roof, so it could suck the air of the air out of the bathroom, but it was off by about on one side I think it was off by 2 inches, and an inch, maybe an inch and a half off on the other side. So it was like it wasn't even level. I mean, yeah, that's not even level, and I'm crooked. Fuck it. Anyway, you know when you guys understand what I'm saying? I mean, it was at level with the roof. It was offset by a few inches, so it was basically just moving the air around between the roof and the floor of the upstairs neighbor. So it was completely useless to suck out the humidity. And the humidity level in my bathroom was always very high, and I had no clue. Well, that's how. That's the second thing that was causing humidity. So it took them between 3 and 6 months. Wait, June. Yeah, 3 or 4 months before they came in my bathroom to fix it. But to look at it and fix it, they finally did. And since then, the humidity level has been a lot better, but there was still too much humidity in my bedroom, in my apartment / bathroom and bathroom. When I say that humidity level was bad, after a shower, so before they fixed the bathroom fan, the humidity level was going between 60% and 90% on a daily basis. So it was going all the way up to 90% when I was taking a shower. So after a shower, the humidity level was between 80 and 90%. That's humid. I mean, you can swim at 90%. And it was staying really humid for over 3 hours. It took me a while before I could put numbers on the humidity level in my apartment, because I was under the impression that the hygrometers, I think it's called hygrometers in English, hygromètre en français. Just gonna hygrometers. Yes, that's also hygrometer. That's in English. Yes. Okay, almost the same. Cool. So I was under the impression that those things were really costly, and I already went through most of my budgets to buy the air purifier. And oh yeah, of course, I had to put my old camera for sale. I had to sell it in order to buy new shoes, to pay back in a way my air purifier and fix my PC, because yeah, the dust from 2016 when they did the renovation mixed with the humidity and the heat from inside the PC case itself, it cooked all the dust, so the dust clogged in the parts, especially the video card, the GPU, and it died. It just died. between February and March 2017. That's when I lost my less access to my PC, and that's also the period during which I felt like I was dying in my apartment. So I don't know if you guys recall that I left the social media for a while, and yeah, that's why. Well, that's part of why. I was taking some meds to try to wake myself up, and I can't recall the name of the meds off the top of my head, but they have heavy side effects, and I was feeling like I was going crazy, and that was bad. So you mix lack of sleep, those meds side effect, with trouble breathing and stuff, and yeah, it was bad. So anyway, they finally fixed the bathroom, but still it was too humid. The humidity level was still too high. It was still going over 50, over 60%. So it took me a while. I'm sorry. It took me a while asking myself, what the fuck is wrong, right? Where is that humidity coming from? So I finally opened the, uh, the cabinet under the sink of my bathroom. It was clean, it was okay, and under my kitchen sink, and that was nasty. It was ugly. It was gross, um, and paying more attention to it, because there was a problem with my sink too, because I mean, when they installed when they renovated the apartment, okay, they placed the sink of the kitchen, but they didn't put corking under it to make a seal to prevent water from spilling from the side of the sink between the counter and the sink, and uh, leaking through it. I don't know. That's not clear how I see it, right? So I have the counter and the sink on top of it, but the joint area, the joint around the sink. So usually when you put a sink on a counter, especially for the kitchen, you put corking under the sink, but all around it. So when you press it on the counter, it's gonna seal. It's gonna be an airtight seal. So even if you take a water hose on the side, I'm gonna drop the zoom because this is getting. That's a bit better. Okay, so even if you took a hose, even if you take a hose and you try to shoot water between the sink and the counter, it wouldn't go in because there's supposed to be a seal right in between. But they didn't do that, so I had water leaking. Uh, each time I was cleaning the sink, I had water leaking under the sink, and it took them. They came to fix that in January. So of course, I had water leaking from under the sink into into the cabinet. So I knew that I had water leakage from the missing joint between the sink and the counter. So that I knew. So in my head, the water leaking into the cabinet under the sink was from there. You know, that in my mind, that's what I knew, that's what I found, that's what I saw with my own eyes. So I had no idea that something else could have been going wrong with it. So but I kept complaining about the noise and the problem with the leakage of the sink. So they finally sent someone. It took a good year. It took more than a year, but it was after they fixed the dryer and the fan in the bathroom. I'm trying to recall exactly which month. I have it written down somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Like I said, it's in my backup. So yeah, I'm not done to fix that. But in any case, let's just say September, just for the sake of putting a month on it. No, October, yeah, because it was over a year. So let's just assume it was October. So the guy came in, and I was, I mean, I had my computer desk in front of the door because I was mopping the floor. Well, I was getting ready to mop the floor that day, and once again, without warning, that knocks on my door, and hey, I'm here to check this and that. So I said, oh, yeah, okay, well, give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna move my shit so that you can at least get inside the apartment, because all my stuff was next to the door. I wasn't expecting anyone that day. I mean, anyway. So he got in, and he opened the doors of the cabinet, and I told him, yeah, there's a stench coming from there, and I think it's because of the leakage, because there's a joint missing under the sink, you know, and there's no caulking, and there's nothing preventing water from getting in, and I had blah, 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 blah. So I got over the story for the 15th times. And then he did something that creeped me the fuck out. He put his hand on the pipes, you know, the drain coming from the so you have the sink, right? And out of the sink there's the drain. Then it does like an S. Come on, does like an S. Fuck. Well, you know what it looks like, the pipes under the sink, right? So he took the pipes and he moved them a bit. He just wiggled them a bit, and then he was like, "Fuck!" So I look at him. What? He looked at me. He said, "Man." Then he moved them again. I'm sorry. So he said, "Well, your pipes, they're not they're not they're not sealed." I'm like, "What?" Well, you know, all, like the screws. So he started those two screws on the whole pipe setup. And once again, there's a picture on my socials. I think it was Twitter. Late 2017. Anyway, he played with the screws, and the screws were loose. You know, the screws that you tight so that there's no sewage leaking from there. So the two screws were loose. So I had sewage going out from there and leaking under the cabinet. And every other joints because he didn't stop at tightening up the screws. Once he was done tightening up the screws, he kept wiggling a bit. And that's when he realized that the whole pipes, there was no seal. You know, what I didn't know at the time, but that I know now, say the whole PVC tubing. You have like some kind of glue that you put inside the PVC tubing, and then you squeeze them tight, and it's gonna seal the tubing so that there's no sewage leaking. So yeah, bottom line, long story short, for over a year I got exposed to sewage, and yeah, I was under the impression that my biggest problem was sleep apnea, and looks like it wasn't the case. Sleep apnea was just a result of all the problems in my apartment giving me a hard time breathing. I was really pissed that day when I learned that I ended up spending over a year getting exposed to sewage, because my weight went from 170 all the way up to 250 when the guy came in to fix the plumbing. And after that, so in a little bit more than a year, I went from 170 to 250. And after that, my weight kept increasing a bit. It went as high as 260 in the following month and a half. Then started to stabilize at around 250, 255, 250. So my weight has been roughly stable in the last 2-3 months at around, let's just say 250, all right? And because when I checked the side effects of or the impacts of sleep apnea on your life, since all right, I'm gonna try to do this, but don't quote me on it because I don't sleep enough at night. So when you sleep, there's a different level of sleep, right? There's like the first level of sleep, then all the way to 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 level of sleep. And the higher level of sleep is the deeper you're sleeping. The deeper your sleep is. So I think that you metabolize your sugar, your glucid. Fuck. Carbohydrate. Wow. Ah, you see my spotlight. Spotlight. Okay, sorry about that. So, you metabolize your carbohydrates. Once you reach, I think it's sleep level 3, between level 3 and 5. That's when you metabolize your carbohydrates. So if you never reach level 3 of sleep, so if your sleep never go deeper than level 3, so if you never go into deep sleep, you know, the restful sleep, the sleep that makes it so that you wake up in the morning like, this is a wonderful day, I'm in shape, right? So if you never reach that level of sleep, you don't metabolize your carbohydrates, so you're gonna gain weight just because you don't sleep. So I assumed, because I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, that my weight gain was caused by lack of sleep alone. And I was wrong. But I had no fucking clue, because I'm not a plumber, right? That's what I'm not. That's one thing that I'm not. I'm not a plumber. I can do a lot of things, but when it comes down to renovation, mechanics, and plumbing, I'm worth zero. Electricity, informatics, and stuff like that. I'm really good. I'm really fucking good. Or I used to be back in the days when I was sleeping. But yeah, no, plumbing I can't. So I had no clue, and I double checked. If you double check, if you Google the effects of being exposed to sewage, if you Google that, you're gonna read a lot of weird shit that can happen to people that are exposed to sewage. Anyway, I double checked with some presumed specialist. Once again, not the same one. Yes, I did go see the same one from 2015, and he's a fucking asshole. I'm sorry, but he is. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the chat back in case someone pops in again. Don't want to miss him. Okay. So I'm gonna keep that one open right here. In any case, even the lawyer that because I did contact a lawyer to to say, hey, get me the fuck out of here, right? I can't. I've tried to break my lease, but I can't, because, like I said, there's the organization acting as the middleman between the landlord and the tenants. They're the ones taking money from the state and laundering it. You know, it's a money laundering scam. That's what it is. And it's infuriating. That's how you say it? Infuriating? Yeah, it's pissing me off to no ends. So anyway, long story short, that I did make longer, I guess, because I don't eat as fast as I can. And you see, just as I had half the cake left, I just took a slice. Whoop! Just a small slice here. You can't see properly. Shit. I'm gonna do something stupid again. So you see, just a small slice, okay. And I'm full already, but yeah, here it is. And my lips are dry, so the humidity level is back to normal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the cake, shove it back into the fridge. I'm gonna finish my coffee, and I'm gonna take care of my lips, because there's a bit of skin that peels off, and it's bugging me. So let me guys take a few minutes 2-3 minutes AFK. I'm gonna take care of. I'm gonna take a piss while I'm at it. So feel free to stretch your legs. I know I will. So I'm gonna be right back in about 2-3 minutes, and then we're gonna start. I'm gonna show you what it looks like inside one of these things, and then we're gonna start crafting the filter, the pre-filters. So be right back in about 2, maybe 3 minutes. Hello. Hey. Hello, guys. So I'm back. Yes, I forgot the spoon. That's Jidge. Great. Okay, let me double check. Once again, that the audio. That is my voice. Cool. That works. That still works. I think the keyboard is gonna. I'm not gonna need my keyboard, right? I'm not gonna put that off. Keyboard's offline, and I just want that thing out of the way. Whoop! Just gonna go over here. Oh, just remind me that if I'm looking for my keyboard, it's over there on my chair, on my other chair, and my eyes are getting blurry. Oh, that's amazing. I just want to go to bed again. Fuck my life. Alright, so let's get started. Yeah, before I take out the pre-filter, I just want to no, I'm gonna do the pre-filter right now. So they're gonna be done and ready to use, because I'm not sure how things are gonna react once I start opening my air purifier on stream. So, like I was saying, I did show you guys before, but let's go through it again. So these are the pre-filter box, right? Whoops. So it's for so that's for the round filter for this ones, these two. But I have one of these. I have the black ones. Well, I have 3 of the black ones, actually. Yes, and this is the back box. This is the back of the box. Come on, focus. Come on. Yeah, baby. Thank you. No, you just take. Yeah. So it makes between 1 and 8 pre-filters. Oh, and the thing is, I don't have any pets at home. So that's just me. And God fucking shit. I'm gonna have to trim my nose hair soon, like right after the stream, because it's unbelievably annoying, to say the least. So here's how it looks like. So I did remove as much dust as I could from my PC desk before. Just gonna that. That's what I put here. So this is my balls. Yes, my PC desk. Oh, my gauge. I'm gonna call it the gauge. And the fabric. I'm trying to. There. The fabric. I'm trying to. Yeah, it's black on black. Well, good thing my PJs are gray and black. Gives contrast. Oh, it's the lightning that gives an impression. Okay. Cool. So I don't know how I can fucking do it. Would this work? Oh, I could. Oh. What if I put it here? Okay. So it's not perfect, but you guys can see what I'm doing, at least partially. I don't have a. I mean, I do, but I would need to have it here. Well, like right there. But I can't. Let me just move this a bit. It's like a real mess on the other side. So yeah. Now I should do something. I should move my headset under the table, under the desk. before I do something stupid like cutting the wire. Thing is that I thought about it before the stream, but then I just yeah, it got out of my mind. So basically, I'm gonna do this like any other crafting product. The thing is, I have 3 air purifiers, so I need to do this 3 times. So here we go. I hope I didn't bore anyone with my little personal story, but I thought it was about time I went sort of public with it, and it's not the easiest thing to cut through. But yeah, someone's got to do it, and apparently that someone is me, because it's too complicated for them to sell a box of pre-cut pre-filter, and I guess in their mind it's easier for us to cut it ourselves. So I should have done this part first. And you still see? Yes, you can still see something. Okay. One cut. Well, when I say one cut is I have one side that is cut. And just need to finish this part over here. So half of it is already done. Just need to do the other half. Oh, okay. Take small parts right now. This is gonna go to the garbage also. This I keep. I'm just gonna remove tiny wee bit over here. So 1 of 3 is done. So I think I'm gonna cut the top part first. On one side, I'm gonna start with the shortest one. I think the shortest one is gonna be this one. Okay. So if I do it like this, so I can cut in the Let me just check real quick what it's gonna be like. I have 2 inches on 1.5 inches on top, 1.5 inches on the bottom. So I don't have to stress. I have some leftover materials. Good. That's so good. Okay, you can still see what I'm doing? Yes? Great. So just need to right here. So if I cut from here, it would be a little bit easier if I didn't have to bother with the camera and stuff, but it's about how it looks like. Okay, so this is what I keep, and if everything goes, oh, you see, so I still have enough on the side and more than enough on this side. So I have 2 more pre-filter left in this piece, but still I need to buy a new package because I changed all my pre-filter at the same time. So back in the box, and the box on the floor, out of the way. So I'm gonna cut this one first. So I'm gonna have to adjust the bottom part because the bottom part is not flush with the rest. So I'm gonna do this one, the long edge first. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a small trim in the middle that is gonna be leftover materials. Come on, what is getting stuck? I'm not getting wires. No, I'm not getting wires. It's under the desk, and everything else is out of the way. Okay, so it's all clear. Let's keep going. Okay. This is what this is gonna be the third one. Okay, I'm gonna cut outside of the desk. It's gonna be easier because I need to. So you guys won't see it unless I flip the camera on the side. Not even like that. What's over there? Oh, it's my bag. Yeah, my backpack. It's okay. No chopping fingers. That's pretty flush. Do on the floor for now. Okay. Number 2 is done. It looks like... Oh, wait a sec. I think I fucked up on one side. Yes, just a bit. I'm gonna have to clean the mess afterward. 2 of 3 is done. Let me just... Oh yeah, and I've got the... I've turned off the air purifier, the 3 of them on the first. So it's a bit harder to breathe since then. It's been a bit harder to breathe since then, but Jesus Christ, I look like shit like this. Nice. Alright. Stupid idea. Anyway. That wasn't my good profile. let's just leave it at that. Fuck me. Not only do I feel like shit, but I look like shit. It's awful. Anyway, I'm just taking off some bits that are I don't know what. So I need to cut the long edge and the small edge. Let's start with the small edge, I guess. It's gonna be easier, faster. Just need to... Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to cut 2 small edge because I fucked up. It's not bad though. It's just gonna be a little longer. Okay. Don't fall off. Okay, so yeah, doing the short edge here. Oh, and I double checked my budget, and I won't be able to afford photography next year because when I say next year, I mean 2018. So for the second year in a row, I have to forfeit photography. That sucks. It pisses me off in ways you guys have no fucking clue. But my health comes first, and you know, $300 for the filters and pre-filters. Then there's I want to try to smoke cannabis. See if it helps me fall asleep, because sleep apnea is waking me up at night. So whenever I do fall asleep, sleep apnea wakes me up every few moments. So I think my EPV was at 20. So 20 times per minute. So every 2 or 3 seconds, my brain wakes me up, which is insane. It's like I'm fighting all night long because I want to sleep, so I fall asleep, but my brain wakes me up at night because there's not enough air going to my brain. So my brain is like, hey, wake up, dude, you're gonna choke. Then I'm like, oh, I'm awake, but I'm asleep. So I fall asleep, and then my brain's like, hey, wake up, don't choke. Yeah, so that's sleep apnea. But not only does my brain wake me up every few times, about 20 times per minute, but it's really hard for me to actually fall asleep due to chronic pain. I'm almost always in pain. Hold back injuries, being an ass, and yeah. Also, I'm getting old, like I said, like I keep saying. So the joints and everything else is hurting all the time. But the worst is my back pain. So I've got a reference from a doctor to Santé Cannabis. I'm still waiting for my fucking appointment. He told me it was between 60 and between 30 and 60 days waiting time. I think I reached them in sometime in November last year. So 2 months would be sometime in January this year. I just don't know when yet. I checked earlier today my emails and still no news from them. So I guess it won't be this week. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's take the webcam back on top. Oh yeah, I did that. That's amazing. Cool. So I'm gonna take a wet rag. I'm just gonna wipe my PC desk real quick, and I'm gonna put my backdrop back in place. So give me 2 minutes, guys, and I'm gonna be right back. Where am I? Usually OBS is this way, so fucked up. BRB. Alright. So let me double check that the audio is still okay. Cool. Thanks to the delay, it takes me a while to get feedback. So we won't need the template anymore. So back in the box you go for some later date, most likely sometime in February, and you won't get in unless I fold you in half. Yes. Anyway, so yeah. So I was trying to show you the pre-filters. Cut 1 and 2 and 3. So now the disgusting part. Just gonna move the garbage bin closer, right to my left. Now come to me. Come on. Come on. Don't be like that. Come on. Yeah. So this is one of my 3 HPA100C Air Purifier from Honeywell. Let me give you a closer look. If I aim down that way, it's work. I don't think. I don't know. And of course, I'm gonna have to do this backward, which suck. Anyway, yeah, you press on top, and let's have a look. It looks clean from that angle, which is bad. Well, it's not bad. It's just weird. And okay, yeah, it's just a matter of angle. If I do this, yeah, you can see how disgusting it is. The webcam is burning. So you see, well, there's not enough light to see properly how bad it is. Let me see if I can get my flashlight. I got a flashlight that I have somewhere. Be right back. I don't know if you can see better a bit. Not my balls. Can you see? Yeah. It's not great. It shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, it depends on the angle with the light, but you can see how much crap there's in there. It's disgusting. So, in the garbage you go. You ain't gonna come back. So I'm gonna remove some dust on the bottom and the sides. Okay, there's no smell coming from the filter itself. And if you wanna see, there's a lot of dust on the bottom part. See the dust? But the filter itself looks okay so far. Oops, filter. I'm just trying to add some light without blinding the. Yeah, it doesn't work that great. Anyway, it works for this at least, which is inside and the bottom. I'm gonna move a bit slower because webcam is trying to focus. So I'm just gonna dust. I'm gonna remove a bit of dust from there, mostly the bottom. I'm gonna put it. Oops. Just want to avoid to send dust in the inside the machine itself, because that's the air intake, and then everything is gonna go out from the top. There's so much dust you can see. Well, I can see all the dust outside. That's just me being fancy to clean the bottom part. Well, to dust off slightly. I should have brought some Scott towels instead of Kleenex, but hey, whatever. Alright. So, filter, I'm gonna go back inside. And, oh, come on, don't be an ass. Don't be like that. And, I'm gonna take one of the pre-filter. There's some grooves right here. You don't see it properly because there's not enough light. Here, see? Right there. And there's another one on the bottom, one here, and one there. So, just need to. I like to leave those thingies hanging out outside, so it's easier to handle. Okay, so one in, two in. It's about level down on the bottom. It's about level on the bottom. It's about level on the top. And the third one right here. Now how about the oh shit. Third one goes back in. And the fourth one now. Good. Good. I think that's about it. Close on the bottom. Still okay. Everything is okay on the top. Good. Now let me have a look at this part. See if I need to wash it. Bad idea. Yeah, just maybe. Removed, I guess. Doesn't look like it's too bad. So those two lines are going to come in contact with the pre-filter. We're going to press it against the filter itself. So it should it's supposed to have a perfect fitting, and it usually does. Okay, so that's it. So this is number 1 of 3. The used one are on my right, so the clean one are gonna go to my left, just so I don't fuck up. So this one was in my bathroom. The next one is the one that was right here next to me, about 8 feet to my right. And the third one is the one that was about 20 feet on the other side of my living room. Well, I see 20 feet, but it might be 25, maybe. Yeah, it's more like 25 feet. Anyway. Okay, head spinning. Water. Where's the water? Where? Let me go grab my bottle of water. Real quick. Alright, I'm back again. So, just gonna have a shot of water. Yeah, it's really black on black, right? Black desk, black backdrop, black shirt. Yeah, my choice of shirt wasn't the best, considering considering the fact that I was streaming. Oh, this one looks nasty on the back, at least. I'm gonna have a look at the front in just a minute. I'm gonna start dusting what I can. Jesus, that's yeah, that's not pretty. Why is it so nasty on the outside? Well, I know my garbage was used to be next to it, but yeah, it's really dusty. It's really dusty. Well, I'm gonna remove it anyway. It's not too bad. You can see, right? And I can see too, somewhat. Come on, don't be like that. Come to Papa. Holy shit! This one, yeah, this one is worse than the other. Yes, it's worse. That's impressive. Okay, I'm gonna dust this part since it's in my hand already. I don't need to be. I don't need to go crazy about it. I just need to remove some dust and some more dust on the base. I'm gonna go temporarily on top of the other one. You guys can see, right? It's a lot of stuff. It doesn't look like much on the webcam, but I see it with my eyes. It's really bad. There's a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, there's not enough light, and the zoom is fucked up. Come on, zoom. Yeah, yeah. You see how bad it is? It's disgusting. And there's a smell to it also. You can see it's bad. It's also worse on the bottom. Oh, and the top also. Jesus. There's so much dust in this apartment, it's insane. And I don't get why. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do a year with this one. I can see it's getting disgusting. I guess we'll see, right? Having to do this every fucking month. Oh god. Wait a sec. So I removed the filter so I could clean, I can dust somewhat the inside. So that's gonna be that. Just having a look at the chat every now and then in case someone pops in. Oh, I just got that other name. Clever name. I just got it. I'm slow. I'm so slow. But a name like that. There's no room on my channel. I'm sorry. I just got it. That's racial slang, racial slur, or you want to call it. But let's not have that on my channel, shall we? So I'm just gonna take care of it right now, since I just got it. There we go. 0. But yeah. Thank you, but no thank you. Alright, so now that's the second one, right? Okay, number 2 is filter first. Put that there. Then the pre-filter. Oh, there. So, okay, I have a little a hard time on the bottom, so I'm just gonna drop it. I have some, you have enough material to do so. Alright, it's gonna get in the groove. Okay, it's in for the bottom, for the top. Come on, slide in, and the fourth one, yeah, that's about it. The top thingy is right here, the bottom thingy is right here, and yeah, I think it's gonna be okay like this. Here it is. Here. One day I'm gonna have to dust the outside properly, but it won't be today. Unless my OCD forces me to just keep going like that, even though I'm wasting my time because it doesn't work properly. Oh my god. Alright. Number 2 is done. Now, let's do number 3. So, technically, with 3 of these, I'm not supposed to have a hard time breathing in my apartment. I mean, it's It says that it takes care of 99% of the crap that is in the air. I don't know why the webcam gets so hot. That's weird. But then again, it's my first webcam. I'm not talking about the webcam that comes stock with a laptop, because I've had multiple laptops. But I'm talking on a webcam just like this one that you plug and play as a separate device. Dedicated webcam. That's the first time I have one. So I have no point of reference for it. I can't compare to any other device like it. So I have no clue if it's supposed to get this hot or not. But if I remember to check, I will check later on. Oh my god. Everything falls off my desk, of course. Alright, that's about it. Okay, that one's not too bad. I mean it looks, well, it's about the same as the one in my, just one click. It's about the same as the one in my bedroom. The worst was the one right here. This one. Fuck. All right. I'm tired. Fuck. Yeah, I should try to keep it like that. Come on. Focus. Thank you. Thank you. Now if I move the light slowly, can you see? I'm not sure how to aim the light to have it show. If I move slowly, you can see, because the webcam has a hard time focusing while I'm moving the light too fast. It's not pretty. So you can see how much crap there is. It's not really appetizing. You see it better from the light at this angle, the light from the other angle, if the air purifier wasn't in the way. So anyway, third one goes in. The trash. Fuck you. So hopefully having a new pre-filter in there is gonna be enough to help me breathe. Yeah, no, it's not too bad. It's not. That's not the worst one. I mean, in a corner over there, I never go there, and my windows are closed because it's the winter, you know, and Canadian winter. It gets as low as minus 40 some. Well, minus 40, yeah. I don't think it ever goes to minus 50 in Montreal, but we have minus 40 on occasions. I think we had it a few days ago. Minus 38 at least that we had, that I can recall them saying so on radio. Okay, fuck it. That's good enough. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to plug them in and turn them on. Yeah, this side. Okay. Yeah, you see, still somewhat. I want a second webcam for when I'm gonna do cooking streams, cooking / baking. I'm gonna want at least 2 webcam. So I'm gonna need a second one. I mean, I could make do with a webcam on my laptop, which is in the kitchen, but I doubt that I could stream from the laptop. And I'm not in the mood. Oh, fuck. Come on. Jeez, Neo. Don't do stupid things like that. Okay. One, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, it's all set. Thingy is okay. The thingy bottom is okay. And okay. Oops. Come on. You stay outside. Good. So, that was number 3. Alright. So, I'm gonna take this one back there, number 2 back here, and number 1 back in my bedroom. So I'm gonna do this in the next 5 minutes. Well, that's about it, guys. That's how nasty things got after less than 2 months. I think it was between early November and mid-November that I changed those pre-filter last time, and I find them disgusting. And I've had over the next 4 or 5 days, I've had a bad taste in my mouth. It was bad. It still is bad, and yeah, I've been feeling like shit for the last 2, maybe 3 weeks. So I suspect that it was because the air purifier was starting to fuck me to be to be clogged. I'm gonna have to open the window and have them plugged in really soon because. All right. Well, thanks everyone, and hopefully this video, at least the second half, once I'm done eating the cake, I hope it's gonna end up in court one day to show how disgusting the purifier, the prefilter, the air in my apartment is nowadays. Even though they did fix a few things, um, yeah, they still have a lot to do in my apartment. But like I said before, uh, the landlord does not give a shit about its tenants. Uh, yeah. So, well, thanks for coming, those who came, and we just had our first roll. So I guess I'm getting there slowly. But yeah, if everything checks out, and if assuming I'm starting to breathe a bit more easily tomorrow and Friday, I should be able to stream some more Shadowrun returns over the weekend. And yeah, uh, I'll see. We're gonna know during the weekend if I can still have access to the holiday content on Hitman, but that's for another day. So thanks again, guys. And if you're my landlord and you're watching this, well, fuck you. Thanks, guys, and you all have a good one. I'm gonna see you uh, over the weekend if all goes well. Thanks. Bye bye.